Welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. My name is Eric. I'll be taking you through this topic, angles and plane figures. And for this particular lesson, we'll be covering an angle property called angles at a point. You want to see what that is all about and how to solve problems involving angles at a point. So we have few questions on the same to help us with illustration on how that can be done, how we can solve problems involving angles at a point. And then, of course, we have at the end of the lesson, we'll be having some questions in the form of assignment just to help you with practicing and to help you check on your understanding of the concept as we're going to discuss during this lesson. So what does it mean when you talk about this? You see now, this is what we call angles at a point. So we say when two or more line segments emanate from a common point, they form an angle at the same vertex. And the sum of all these angles is always 360 degrees, as you can see that. So we have the common vertex is this. So we have this line segment, this, and that. See. So they form angles. There is this angle here, there is that, there is this, and there is this. The four angles, when you sum them up together, they give you 360 degrees. So that is what is illustrated here. All of them, the first one, the second one, the third one, all of them, as long as they're having a common vertex, their sum will always be 360 degrees. So a good example is this. You can see the common vertex is here. So the sum of all these angles should be 360 degrees. So maybe let me subdivide this given space into three sections. So we have the first one, 3y. I will move in the clockwise, then z, then x, and then finally 135. All of them should be equal to 360 degrees. You see. So we are given what x, I'll substitute x for 3y and z for 3 over 2y. So 3y plus 3y over 2, x is 3y, and then 135 should be equal to 360 degrees. So I'll start with 3y plus 3y is 6y. You add 3y over 2 plus 135 is equals to 360. So 135 can move to the other side. Again, 6y can be written with the denominator of 2 as 12y over 2 plus 3y over 2 plus 135 should be equal to 360. 135 can move to the other side, so it becomes minus. So you have 15y over 2. That is 12y plus 3y is 15y. So this is equals to 360 minus 135. So 15y over 2 should be equal to what? 225. 225. Now you multiply both sides by 2, so we have 15y equals to 450. So you divide both sides by 15. So you have y is equals to what? 15 goes into 45 3 times, so 30 times. So the question is that we are supposed to find the values of the unknown angles. So unknown angles, we have x, this one here. So x, what is it? 3y. So that should be equal to 3 by 30 because y is 30. And that is going to be 90 degrees. So this angle here should be 90 degrees. Then we have z. Z is also given us 3y over what? Over 2. So that is going to be 3 times 30 over 2. And you realize then z is going to be, so 2 goes into 30, 15 times 15 by 3 is 45. So z will be 45 degrees. So this is 4, 5. Then finally we have 3y. So 3y should be 3 by 30. So 3 by 30 is also 90 degrees. So this is also 90. So we have all their known angles. X, Z, and 3y, we have gotten them. That is what they are. So again, we have another example here. So I will try and subdivide this into 3. So find B. So again, they have a common vertex, meaning they qualify to be called angles at a point. So their sum should be also 360 degrees. So A plus this A here plus B should be equal to 360 degrees. The question is find A and B. So I'll use this relationship that is given here, that A is 3B over 2. So where there is A, we'll write that. So 3B over 2 plus 3B over 2 plus B should be equal to 360 degrees. So you can multiply all through by 2 so that we have 3B plus 3B again plus 2B should be equal to 720. We multiply all through by 2. So 3B plus 3B is 6B plus 2B is 8B. So you can divide both sides by 8 and you end up with B is equals to 90. 8 goes into 72 9 times. Then you add the 0. So that is 90. So we have the question, just find the values of A and B. Of course, B is given here as an angle, so you can write it it can be written as 90 degrees. Then now A is given. So A is equals to what here? 3B over 2. But already we have gotten the value of B, 90. So 3 by 90. So I'm substituting B for 90 over 2. So that should be equal to 135. So 135 degrees. Because 2 goes into 90 45 times. And 45 by 3. It's 135 degrees. Because B is given as an angle. A is also given as an angle. So as you state the value of A, you state with the units as well. So find the values of PQ and R, PQ, R, and S, given that. So again, these, they have a common vertex, so you can sum them up. And then you equate to 360 degrees. So we have R plus S plus P plus Q should be equal to 360 degrees. So what we'll do, we'll try and do substitutions until when you have just one unknown. For example, I can substitute Q for 2P. Let me start with that. So R plus S plus P. Instead of Q now, I'll use this relationship here. So Q is 2P. This equals to 360 degrees. What else can we substitute? We also have R. So we also have R. So R is 3Q over 2 plus S. So P plus 3P plus 2P is 3P equals to 360 degrees. Now, Q, you already have it is 2P. So I'll substitute Q here for 2P again. So 3 into 2P over 2 plus S plus 3P should be equal to 360 degrees. If you look at S, this is a straight line. So we expect this to be 180 degrees. Previous lesson we talked about straight angles, so it qualifies to be a straight angle. Yeah. So we know S is equals to 180 degrees. So two here, 1, 2 there, 1. So I have 3p there. So I have 3p plus 180 degrees plus 3p again should be equal to 360 degrees. So 180 will go to the other side. You add 3p plus 3 will give us 6p. Should be equal to 360 minus 180. So 6p should be equal to 180 degrees. So you divide both sides by 6. We have p is equals to what? 30 degrees. So we have S, we have P, but we don't have Q. So let's find Q. So P we have, so Q is equals to 2P. So 2 by 30, 60 degrees. And finally we have R. Actually, S is also given here. S is also given as 2R. So will not take it to be 180. So S is also 2R here. So instead of writing as 100, we write it as 2R. So this is 2R. So this one is going to be 2R. So plus 2R here. So we'll have to correct that. But remember, R is given as 3Q over 2. So we have 2 into 3Q over 2 plus 6P. So this is still 360 here. 360 degrees. So this equals to 360 still. So again, we have 2 cancels still there. And so you have 3Q plus 6P is equals to 360. But Q, we have it here, 2P. So we have 3 into 2P plus 6P is equals to 360. So this is 6P. 3 by 2 is 6. Plus 6P should be equal to 360 degrees. So this is 12P. 6P plus 6P, 360 degrees. So if you divide both sides by 12, you'll end up with 30 still. 36 divided by 12 is 3. So that's 30. So with that, you should be able to find S as well, because S is 2. No. Let me find Q. So Q is equals to 2P. So that is equals to 2 by 30. So that is 60 degrees. Then from there, we should be able to find R. R is equals to 3Q over 2. So 3 by 60 over 2, which is equals to 90 degrees. And with R now, you should be able to find S. So S is 2R. So 2 by 90, which is 180 degrees. So that is what we got. So that is how you go about it. So we have some assignment here to help you practice on what we have been learning through this lesson. You can attempt it. When done, you can post the feedback. You'll be able to look at it. Otherwise, that marks the end of the lesson. Until next time, goodbye.